The future of space tourism, from orbital jaunts to lunar expeditions. The dream of space tourism is rapidly transforming into a tangible reality, with the industry poised for explosive growth. While brief forays into the upper atmosphere are already underway, the horizon of space travel is expanding, with orbital experiences becoming more accessible and ambitious plans for lunar voyages taking shape. The journey from low Earth orbit to the moon represents the next giant leap for commercial space travel, a multi-decade endeavor fueled by billionaire visionaries and advancing technology. The dawn of orbital tourism, a new era of travel. The current landscape of space tourism is dominated by suborbital flights offered by companies like Blue Origin and Virgin Galactic. These missions take paying customers to the edge of space, offering a few minutes of weightlessness and breathtaking views of Earth. These flights, with price tags reaching hundreds of thousands of dollars, have opened the door for private citizens to experience space. The next frontier is orbital tourism, a market currently being pioneered by SpaceX. The company's Crew Dragon capsule has already successfully transported private astronauts on multi-day missions orbiting the Earth. These orbital journeys, which can include stays on the International Space Station, ISS, through partnerships with companies like Axiom Space, represent a significant step up in duration and complexity from suborbital hops. The global space tourism market, valued at nearly $1 billion in 2023, is projected to soar to over $10 billion by 2030, with orbital travel expected to be a key driver of this growth. The development of private space stations, envisioned as future space hotels, is also on the horizon, promising longer and more immersive orbital experiences. The lunar leap. Challenges and ambitions. The ultimate destination for the next generation of space tourists is the moon. Companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin have publicly stated their long-term ambitions to facilitate lunar travel. SpaceX's reusable Starship rocket is being developed with the explicit goal of carrying humans to the moon and eventually Mars. A notable planned mission is the Dear Moon project, a privately funded lunar flyby mission aboard a Starship vehicle which aims to take a group of artists on a week-long journey around the moon. However, the path to routine lunar tourism is fraught with significant technological and financial hurdles. The harsh lunar environment, characterized by extreme temperatures, radiation, and abrasive dust, poses substantial risks to both crew and equipment. Developing the necessary life support systems, radiation shielding, and reliable landers and habitats for the lunar surface requires immense research and development investments. The financial cost of lunar missions is astronomical compared to orbital flights. The development of powerful, reusable rockets like Starship is crucial to reducing launch costs, but the overall price tag for a lunar trip will likely remain in the tens or even hundreds of millions of dollars per person for the foreseeable future. Securing the necessary funding and insurance for these high-risk endeavors remains a major challenge for the industry. The trajectory of a new industry. The future of space tourism will likely unfold in stages. In the near term, we can expect an increase in the frequency and accessibility of suborbital and orbital flights. As technology matures and competition increases, the cost of these experiences is expected to decrease, making them accessible to a wider, albeit still wealthy, clientele. The journey to the moon will be a more gradual process. The initial lunar missions will likely be circumlunar flybys, similar to the planned Dear Moon project. These missions will serve as crucial test beds for the technologies and procedures required for eventual landings. True lunar surface tourism, where private citizens can walk on the moon, is a more distant prospect, likely decades away from becoming a regular occurrence. The establishment of a permanent human presence on the moon, a goal shared by both national space agencies and private companies, will be a critical precursor to a thriving lunar tourism industry.